Ladies and gents, this is quite the map. I have done a lot of hyper-random games, and I always say that hyper-random can give you anything, but I never thought that hyper-random could give you essentially massive islands where they start with flaming camels. We're either going to love this or we're going to hate this, and in my experience, things that I hate, people tend to love. So I guess it's guaranteed to be a lot of fun. Wow. Yes, 8 players, 8 kings, of course. The kings will explode if they die. And then it's regicide diplomacy, which you guys are probably aware of. Really weird thing about the camel. We need to talk about this. The flaming camel only flames when it moves. I don't understand that. Like, how does dry hay on a pretty dry, dusty-looking camel just no longer, just cease to be a flame when the camel stops moving? I don't get it. I guess additional oxygen going to the camel. Like, look at it. Now it's on fire. And then eventually it just doesn't burn up. I don't know. We'll see. That's really unimportant, actually. So let's introduce our players. We got some big ones in this one. And we're going to start it off with C-Bomb. C-Bomb, it's what, 5 a.m. for him? He said, I woke up way too early for this. So he's Australian. Woke up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Someone said, what time zone is he in? Well, he's in community game time zone. He got here, has played very well in the past. He's playing as the Celts. Look out for him. In the blue, we have Shulker, longtime mod. Shulker playing as the Mayans here, right next to C-Bomb. They have some history, don't they? Does anyone remember some history? Okay, maybe I'm misremembering it because I remember Shulker and Snippy had history, but I could have sworn. Well, anyways. In the purple here, we have a name that is very Dutch. I was told that the G in this is not like the English Google. That's what this person said. So he tried to help me out. It really doesn't help me. And then someone said the Dutch G is like someone is trying to release a lot of phlegm from their throat. So am I supposed to go like... That seems accurate. Playing as the humans here. Also, is that wolf attacking... a flaming camel? Can you imagine if this... Oh, yes. Okay. I think the camel's fine. We move along. In the green, we have OG Straggler Tree, who's definitely one of the favorites for this game, and is playing as the Malay, which seems to be a pretty good civilization considering the map. Malay, one of the best water civs, so this could be crazy. And also, they're talking about if the flaming camels one-shot a king. Which apparently they do. In the orange, we've got LC River, who before the stream made a joke at my expense. I said, I guess I'm not rigging you into community games today as a joke. And then he said, well, you never rig me in anyways. And then the system picked him. So he's playing as the Koreans. He's also on community game time zone. It is 7 a.m. for him. And apparently he has not slept yet. But he stayed up all night for this. He's playing as the Koreans. In the red... we have Fermat playing his first community game as the Persians. This player was shaking. This player was nervous. So many might be rooting for him. And then the gray, we have Cornbread Crusader, who's played a few games. Right next to, hold on a second, average rye bread consumer. But think about this. A bread consumer next to cornbread. Sure, it's missing an A. But maybe someone who... is a rye bread consumer would also want to consume some cornbread. Have you guys ever had cornbread? I don't think it's a very popular thing. Cornbread was a thing for me growing up because I grew up in an area that was very secluded. Just like this. We had a little pond. We had lots of trees, and we were not connected to the outside world. So, Gray, not really building the best of docks, I guess. Gray's playing as the Mongols, by the way. 6 Civ. And then rye bread consumers playing as the Burgundians, which could be really solid too. So, Varian says, you're not from the South. Of course, you don't like cornbread. Oh, I didn't say I don't like cornbread. I do like cornbread. But yeah, I think it might be a little bit more of a Southern thing in the U.S. I don't think cornbread is a massive thing outside of the U.S. But if you ever have a chance, it's pretty solid. It's good in combination with different things. So, what is happening with Capture Age? I feel like when they updated my Capture Age, they screwed something up. This is a bug right here. So So they probably did not do the testing for the community game stuff. I guess it's not the worst bug ever, but if you remind me, I will have to report that to Capture Age because that is an issue. Will be an issue. So, resource on the map, there's only 700,000 wood, which seems like a lot, but when most of the wood is here in the center, maybe there's not going to be a lot of wood to work with. And there's plenty of stone, plenty of gold, plenty of food. A lot of that's going to be the fish, of course. But yes, time to chill, time to relax. It's getting pretty close to the holidays, so if this ends up being around the holiday, if you're in the holiday mood or getting there out there, I hope you guys having a good one out there. But we got some diplomacy here. And Yellow says, hey, Teal, please don't kill me. Can we be friends? We are next to each other. And C-Bomb says, definitely friends. So, I mean, C-Bomb is a player everyone who watches community games should recognize. More so than everyone else in this game. He's also playing as the Celts, though. Celts don't have the best of navies. Am I able to name units yet? I'm not able to name units, but Capture Age gave me a quote, and I think it's pretty reasonable for what it is. So, chat seemed pretty down for me naming units. I think it could add some fun, so they did say they could potentially work on that. So, I don't want to overpromise, underdeliver, but I think it will come eventually. They seem confident they can do it. Any other chat that we missed here? Green was just making a joke. Green tested that a flaming camel one-shots a king. Which is pretty wild. I don't know if it's standard, though, that wolves attack flaming camels. Because I haven't seen that one before. But when else do you start with a flaming camel in Dark Age? Usually all the wolves are gone. So. Look, Yellow's making the same joke that I made, chat. Look, I'm not the only one. He says, also, we are both breads, I guess. And Gray says, rye bread is good for sandwiches. We shall be the Bread Alliance. Yeah, dude. Actually, this reminds me. I was doing some work for YouTube. And I completely forgot the One Alliance. Wasn't there the No Horse Alliance game? Okay. Again, Hardy, if you're here, we need to retitle a video. I don't know if Hardy's here. Because I couldn't remember details from that game. We definitely need to go for the No Horse Alliance for YouTube. The Bread Alliance is... I mean, that's crazy. You got 2 people? That's rough. How are you supposed to rule the world with just bread? Actually, everyone else might want bread on their side. A life without bread is a life of misery. I guess depending on the type of bread. Yellow surprised everyone's in Castle Age. So yeah, sorry the power techs are kind of blocking off more area of the screen. It's not the worst bug I've ever experienced, though. But, okay, here let's play a fun game. We're going to play a fun prediction game here, okay? People on YouTube could play it too. And you could just leave your prediction with the time that you were at in the video when you made the prediction. Which basically proves you didn't go ahead. Like, no one's going to go to the end, get it right, come back and set a timestamp. So, Green is Malay. Green is a very good player. He's won community games before. There's shorelines everywhere. How many docks is he going to build? AKA harbors. Because if the Malay can get docks down everywhere, that's just like crazy arrow fire all the time. It might be enough to even just lag the game out. Wait, if you remind me, when the game ends, I will check how many docks Green has. Might be tough because you might lose some, but I think it's the best I can do. These players were not expecting a water map. And Red, first community game ever, says, I am so slow, it's tragics. Well, you're not slower than the others here. Let's see how Red's doing. 34 eco. Okay, there's some others in the 30s. Yellow's there, gray's there, orange is there, blue is there. So yeah, not a bad spot. Did add some fish. Does seem to have a bit of a narrower island, which might be rather unfortunate. Like, Gray's Island, I think, is better for spacing. I don't know about the resource difference, though. Also, that sounds like a great band name. Tragics with an X. That's pretty sick. Maybe it already exists. My friends and I, we have a ongoing list of great band names. Technically, is my, is my fiance's list with her friend, and now I'm good friends with him too, so I'm not going to act like... She literally kicked me off the list, chat. That's right. The love of my life was like, no, this is my thing with him before I knew you. She kicked me off the list. It's a whole thing. I literally was just trolling her and asked him to add me on the list. I still can contribute. But, you know, anytime someone says something and it clicks for us, we're like, ooh, great band name. So, G9, do you play an instrument? I used to play guitar, but I wasn't very good. And I would love to play again, but my arm is screwed up because of a snowboarding accident when I was 18. So, unfortunately, that dream is probably dead. I've thought maybe of playing the drums someday, but we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah. I used to know how to play hot cross buns on piano. Does that count? If that counts as being a piano player, then I definitely play the piano. Because I could still probably do that. So Purple transported to Blue's Peninsula. Blue's got this very, very extended piece of land here. And Purple's like, I'm going to take some of those trees. I'm going to take some of that gold. AMB says, I'm a guitar teacher. You can do it. I cannot play guitar because I feel pain. Like, lots and lots of pain. So, basically, so, when I was 18 years old, I was snowboarding. And you're not supposed to, if you're ever going really fast and you're going to crash while you're snowboarding, you're not supposed to brace your fall with your arms. Because, you could break your arms. You're supposed to roll. But it was at a trajectory where I was going to land on, like, the top of my head. So, like, in the split second that I had, my instincts kicked in, and I had to, like, stick my arm out real quick so I wouldn't, just, like, die, because dying's not fun. And my arm just kind of went snap, right? Right below the wrist. And so I won't tell the whole story, because basically it's very traumatizing. They didn't set my arm properly, and we almost sued the hospital. It was a whole thing. Don't need to get into that, because they basically set it with no pain meds, and it was a brutal, torturous experience. But then, my arm heals, and turns out they set my arm wrong. And so basically my mobility is like, if you want to turn your wrist outwards, right?
Yes.
My mobility is at like 70%. And if I want to pull my wrist, if I want to like curl my wrist in towards me, towards my body, that's at about like 60%. So if you've ever played the guitar, if you go to like set the, the chords and whatnot, you have to curl your wrist. And I can't do that without lots of pain and do it right. So that's why the guitar dream is dead. So chat, you could go back to making fun of me and stop feeling bad for me, but that's the whole snowboarding story. Someone says, I don't think drums will work for you either. Don't kill my other dream, okay? Let me find that out for myself when I finally get around to trying it. Don't go kill my other dream. Jeez. Way to pile it on there, pal. What are we doing? Okay, back to the bread, guys. Back to the bread. Apparently green is lagging a little bit. Shulker didn't respond to C-Bomb, but Shulker usually doesn't talk too much in these games. Look at this. C-Bomb's like, Shulker, we're besties, right? Shulker? Shulker, don't leave me on red, Shulker. So C-Bomb kind of gives up on Shulker. He's going to go talk to Purple now. And Cornbread says, hi, Teal. You have joined the Bread Alliance, ? But you are on the outside of the bread. A face-up sandwich. Does Purple's name mean anything related to bread in Dutch? It doesn't, right? I thought someone said it had something to do with magic. C-Bomb says, what's the Bread Alliance? Has Shulker spoken to you? It's a magician. Okay. And Purple's just saying my Civ is not great. And I would agree. Like, any Civ that lacks Bracer is probably not good here. I don't actually know the full water tech trees, but I could tell you about Bracer. And it's not great for some of these civs. Persians don't get bracer. Humans don't get bracer. Celts don't get bracer. So, weak galleons, essentially. And so these players might need to transport and build up, like, I don't know, transport units to go snipe somebody, maybe. Green says, red, we trade. It screams it to everybody. Yes. And red says, I already am if it's okay. The one thing about OG Straggler Tree is he is a little lazy bones with the chat messages and the chat, you know, the direct chat to people. Teal says, I've got to be a AFK for a second. Don't snipe me. Am I a horrible person if I immediately thought I really want him to be sniped? This is war. First off, leaving and being absent during war is not recommended. But then letting everybody know that you're leaving gives them an opportunity. I think I'm just a bad person, but I think I would find great joy in that. T-bomb's one enough. I highly doubt anyone's going to immediately be ready to make a move, so. This is a trust exercise. Is he actually here? Let's check the APM. What if it's a trick? Okay, he is gone. Or at least he's not moving anything. Because the APM is gone. Holy APM for Gray. Man, Cornbread Crusade, what were you doing? Probably clicking the flaming camel around? Well, players are arriving to Imp, and welcome, guys. Someone says, I have the exact same problem and can't grab the neck of a guitar with my left hand, but my frisbee recommended me to play the guitar right-handed. You talk to your frisbee? I feel like we're missing a word here. You have a talking frisbee that gives you life advice? Or is this like your frisbee coach or your frisbee teammate? Talking frisbee? Why didn't you sue the hospital? I don't know. I mean, looking back, I always asked, like, why. The guy actually got fired. The guy who, I don't really, like, last time I told the story on stream, people were like, you know, kind of took out the good vibes of the stream. But the guy actually lost his job. But yeah, I mean, I was 18 years old, man. And I didn't realize the ramifications of, we didn't realize that the arm healed wrong till way later once everything was said, so. So yeah. That's alright, life happens. It happens. But it's not like I was going to be the next John Petrucci or something, but I'd like to try. It is tough with hotkeys as well, right? With Age of Empires, because it is my hotkey hand, but we've done all right there, I guess. So, pretty boomy game. The only alliance that seems to be set right now would be the Great Bread Alliance. But I think the bread is teamed with the sea in C-Bomb, who I don't think is here yet. Still AFK. And just got back. Okay. Says you are all people of honor. I mean, again, pretty good trust exercise. C-Bomb could have come back to being defeated. How many people here remember? It's a very old clip. The game was going on forever. I was playing community games. That's right. Like 4 or 5 years ago. And somebody killed me when I went AFK. I don't know if we still have it. If we do, we could show YouTube now. But basically, I'm like, guys, I got to go to the bathroom. I step away, and then I died 5 seconds after I left the PC. You know what? I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm just going to stay in game and put my units on patrol. All right? So hopefully I don't die. And when we come back, we can... They sniped me instantly. And then I came back and I was defeated and everyone was laughing at me, which honestly I can't blame them for, so. Do we have any military out right now? 24 from green? Ooh, and green's got this castle in the middle. It feels like green could try and do some transports with the karambits. Can you fit... So karambits take up half a population space. Does that mean if the transport allows 10 units, you could put 20 in there? Or does that not apply for the transport ship? I actually don't know if that works for the transport ship. Because the castle can usually garrison 20 units, and you can't put 40 in there. So, it doesn't apply to the transport? Yeah, I guess that's consistent with the castle then. Also, sea trade is important. Back to what I said before. Look at the amount of docks right now for green. Green's already up to 21 harbors. Honestly, if green just docks in positions, that will always affect the trade. If green docked all around the center island, he could just start asking for payments to allow trade, like a toll system. If you control everything, and if with the flip of a switch, you could just kill all their trade. That would be super funny. Every 10 minutes, you gotta ask for a payment to allow them to use the toll. That wouldn't gain you lots of friends, though. C-Bomb has tried to talk to Shulker many times. I've yet to see Shulker speak. C-Bomb keeps trying, says you got some purple castles there on you, Shulker. And Shulker might see this, might be worried about this. Purple could make a move. Yellow, bread number 1, asking, are we still good to Cornbread? Cornbread says yes. What are your plans? What are their plans? No one wants to be the first person to die. No one wants to be the first person to attack. Gray just says the plan is to make things interesting. Guys, Shulker has been turned on. Shulker has not said a word. And Purple, who's apparently named after a magician, is showing Shulker his magic trick. And C-Bomb says, talking to a brick wall meme. Because Shulker won't respond. Poor Shulker. He just never can keep up with the chat. But Shulker does tell everyone, hey, Purple turned on me. And this is rough for Shulker. He wasn't ready to fight yet. And Purple could be seen as a bully here. I think this is good for green and this is good for teal to just be like, this guy's bullying. Purple says, sorry. Got to kill that TC on stone. Friends? And Shulker says, could have asked me to leave. Which is fair. And Purple says, sorry. I mean, you control whether or not you have friendship here. You could just ally him again. But now you've angered him, so he might not say yes. And Shulker is correctly pointing out that Purple already stole resources from his island. And he says, you stole my resources. Don't like it when it's your resources? This is good from Shulker. Shulker's like, what? What do you mean I'm taking your resources? You took mine first. Yes. And so they might not be friends. Shulker may choose to just go down fighting instead of having an alliance with this guy. But Shulker's sure chatting now. And C-Bomb talking to the Team Bread. Is there anyone else on Team Bread? And Cornbread says, you could be our meat or cheese. Nice. They're going to make a sandwich. Shulker says, can you help me with Purple, LC? He's buddies with LC. They're buddies in the Discord. A lot of people don't know this, but yes. Shulker and LC both very active in the meme channel of my Discord. Very active. And the joke is, Shulker's always judging the memes, and everyone always says that Shulker didn't do a proper assessment of the memes. It's a whole thing. Also, there might be some memes about this very game. We need to look at memes after this. Remind me, chat. And Shulker's going to fight back. So we got Shulker, who's bottom score up against Purple. Asked LC for help. LC immediately turned on Purple, by the way. The Plumed Archers are going to completely wreck the Kipchaks. The Kipchaks don't have some critical upgrades. And Plumes are a pretty good unit against the Kipchak as well. Shulker's got some good upgrades, too. Reiko Sarge says Shulker is judging the memes. Shulker doesn't judge memes. T90's trying to push me out. Wait, Sarge, are you the meme judger? I gave a meme award at the start of the day. Did you guys see that? So, memes will be receiving rewards ever so slightly. It's actually a sick meme. If you remind me, I can show you. Guys, here are the docks. We got to go back and see what people predicted. Green's got so many docks, man. I don't blame him. He randomed into Malay. I mean, this is crazy. He's got 55 docks. and counting. I think what you would want instead of Kip checks against Plumes would just be Cav. Or if you combine Rams with it, or Trebs, it's fine. A C-Bomb says to everyone but Green, we can't let Green build harbors everywhere. And that's exactly what he's going to try and do. Oh my god. Guys, Gray is here with Mangadai and with Siege Rams. And the only mod in the game, Shulker, is receiving no mercy here. Just no mercy. Gray, top score with one of the best civs in the game, probably wants to use it. And Shulker's going to realize, and there's nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. He needed support of some kind. This hit pretty fast by community game standards, 40 minutes. And there will be an explosion. And what's worse is I don't think Shulker can get that explosion anywhere else. Shulker, maybe his last words here are, I need help. And he absolutely does. And his king goes down. Brutal. Brutal. Some people say we have respect for the mods. Other people say death to the mods. And Shulker's Islands will explode. 6 snipe from Gray. Like, that was absolutely insane. To transport Siege Rams and Mangadai, he better get out of here fast, or he'll lose all this. I think he should be fine. The Shulker out of the game. Yikes. Shulker in chat says it's fine. Mayans are trash on water. Well, it makes it interesting, right? Anytime someone gets sniped early like that, makes it very interesting. Purple's whole interaction with Shulker is interesting to me, because Shulker was right. Purple didn't like it when his resources got taken, but he was perfectly fine taking Shulker's. Green says to Orange, Purple looks scary, we should team. And we'll see what exactly happens here with Green. Now, guys, I'm feeling a wonder victory this game. This is a crazy fortified situation for Green. And also, Orange has lots of towers, too, with Koreans. LC and Straggler Tree going to talk. Purple does seem ready for some fighting. But first person down, Shulker. Purple is scary. We should deal with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a good move for Purple to feel at all threatening to Green, because Purple just lost a flank that could have been an ally. Already angered this one. I think it would be proper diplomacy from Purple to try and have some discussions with Green. But maybe because they're both so strong, they kind of feel threatened by the other. Here's the stockpile. So resources are banking up. Red's got a lot of water trade. Remember, first community game for Red. And Yellow says, Red, can I trade with you? So, I mean, Red might be involved in what could be a 4-man team from Red to Gray to Yellow to Teal. How strong are the docks? I mean, one individual dock is not that strong. But when you have... How many does he have? 56 of them? That's very strong. And again, it's like he controls the trade. That's the biggest thing here. I genuinely think it'd be so funny. Green probably won't do it, because then everyone will turn on him. But I think it'd be so funny if he'd be like, hey guys, I control all the trade. If you do not pay me X amount of dollars, or, I don't know, euros, or, you know, gold, I am going to flip the switch, and your trade will die. So in order to access these waters, you now need to pay me. Thank you. I take credit card, I take PayPal, I take Venmo, I take whatever. I don't think he'll do it, though. He's going to use that switch to change things later on, potentially. I think Purple's about to be attacked here. Purple just hasn't chatted a lot. Mainly chatted to Shulker and was talking to Shulker about, like, after he attacked him. So, not the biggest fan of that. Orange Mamba, thanks for the 6 months. Suspicious Fish, thanks for the 26. He says, streaking on exploding commie games. Streaking? Okay. I didn't know there were streakers for community games. That's new. Fernand, thanks for the 5 months. What's up? I love the use of the T90 Pog emote, man. Not enough people use it. Savan, thanks for the 10 months. Is that feeling when a YouTube enjoyer catches a live stream? Also use the T90 Puck. Oh my god. Marty, thanks for the 44. Says, how many resources do you have? Asks me, the smelly top 0.5% YouTube watcher. Ooh, did anyone have me on their top YouTube stuff of the year? Some people been tweeting that and posting it in the Discord. If so, thank you. That's pretty cool. I actually have no clue how to access that myself. Woosai, thanks for the 10 gifted. I missed that. And History Wiz, thank you. Appreciate you guys, seriously. It's been a great year. Okay, so lots of discussions here between who I consider the top two. OG says, who's your team? C-Bomb says Shulker. I'm hoping he pulls his weight soon. Shulker is... I assume he realizes Shulker is dead, but maybe he didn't. Guys, Gray is here trying to unload the units to do the same thing to Orange that he did to Shulker. But I think the transport ship that had the Rams must have gone down. And so that King is fully protected inside the fortress there. Look at the amount of turtles from LC. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of chonk right there. A lot of eco's going to go down. But Gray's snipe attempt will not work. Dang. Yeah, apparently for the YouTube rewind thing, you have to do it in the app. If anyone knows, maybe you could say so in chat. It's Average Dry Bread Consumer says, hey, bread guys, what are your plans? Can I help with something? Well, Gray's plan is to be a badass and transport Rams and Mangadite and try and surprise people. And this could have been, if Gray would have gotten the Rams off the transport and onto land, I think Orange would have died. Orange was not prepared. The buildings would have gone down very quickly here. And Gray says, I was trying to snipe Orange. What's C-Bomb doing? C-Bomb is awfully quiet here. Any transports? Not really. C-Bomb correctly says, I think Perp and Green are our biggest threats. Now, they don't know that there might be some animosity eventually between Green and Purple. Guys, if Purple had a genuine alliance with Green and Orange, they would dominate the other four, I think, with their Navy. I guess the Cuman Navy's not that great, but still. Purple seems to be a pretty solid player. Gray attacked me, so give me a second. This is Orange, because Green wants to make a move. That is a lot of turtle ships. You don't see this many elite turtle ships. So they buffed turtle ships multiple times, but recently they made a change. I don't even remember what it is, but I remember chuckling about the change. Because, like, elite turtles are already stupid strong. I think in their minds, they were like, well, we never see them. But yeah, you don't see them in competitive games because they're expensive. In these types of games, you're going to see them regardless. If Orange were to turn on Green right now, everything Green has dies. These things are insane. What's up, a hot Cal? Cruelers for Life says 3 years, 3 months, and 9 more till the next batch. Hey, thank you. Feels like Orange is not going to make a move on Green, obviously. Probably heading over towards Purple.
Yes.
And the others are noticing the Navy. Man, look at this map. This looks cool. This looks like it could be a desktop background. I got to hand it to the Hyper Random creator, man. I think it's Zednews. It's so cool. Like, forget about different resource amounts on the boars and the gold. I don't care about that. But just the map gens. This is truly random. Look at the trade. This does not feel like a bunch of random people came together to play a war game. This feels like an ant farm, yeah. Red says, okay, hey, I'm going to pause this. I want everyone who's ever left a nasty comment about someone's diplomacy on YouTube or Twitch to remember this statement. Red's first community game says, God, watching the stream, I didn't realize how hard diploing would be. It's tough, man. It's so tough. The best players make it look very easy.
Yes, yes.
Green says 1 sec. And Purple says, I feel like LC is going to be turning on me. Yep. And Green's also apparently planning a land attack here. Okay. Margugu in chat says, I agree with Red. Oh, man. So does Dogal and Lewis. From Regicide Rumble, Margugu. Margugu, you did a pretty good job with what you could, honestly. Oh my god, big turn. Well, say goodbye to purple ships. Oh my god. I mean, these are just regular demos. But if you have 50 of them, it's going to get the job done. I don't think purple's turned yet. Now purple has. And yeah, purple, you're toast, pal. You're toast. Green is coming here. Green is dropping double castles to make a push on lands. C-Bomb is telling the whole other team, the other 4, they've turned on purple. I think we should help. And honestly, that's pretty smart. Because if green and orange are fully focused on purple, maybe they could get some damage in on them. Orange is still not... Orange actually... Okay, didn't ally gray. I misread it. But yeah, I could see gray making a move. Mongols do have good navy, but that has not been the plan yet. Red actually turns on purple as well for now. So... Turtle ships and galleons just destroying things. Guys, there's one thing purple can do in this situation to save himself. It's the most important thing. And that thing is diplomacy. You need to chat and say, hey, why are you attacking me? What can I do differently? You could fight back, you know, try and have honor, whatever, that's fine. But you're going to have your honor in the grave. So if you want to get your revenge, lie to them, give them resources, make a deal, and then maybe try and come back later on. That's the only way. This is just... It doesn't matter who you are. No one in the world could compete from this position. I mean that. Against this much navy, with the Cumans, there's just no possible way. And yellow says, gray, what's with the transports? And gray says, quiet. Where are those transports? Also, red is coming through here. Where are gray's transport ships, guys? He says, I'm going to purple. Okay, so I have to try and find gray. Ah, let's go. Let's go. Scrubs his hair and clears this every time. After watching his strategies and Wondering Warriors Cup, a $22,000 tournament, I don't know about that one, Scrub. Hera's a little fortunate. He got the 3-0. I thought it was a stomp. And the games were, you know, not competitive, but Cloud almost won that series. Now, I really don't think Viper, Hera, anybody. How are you supposed to compete with this? You don't, like, come back easily. I guess you don't get killed either, though. He's just going to be stuck. Gray making that move. As I'm going to perp, I could try green. Too many towers / harbors. Because C-Bomb is saying don't go to purple. Yeah, C-Bomb's like, purple's kind of a necessary distraction right now. Perp isn't a threat. I would agree with that. But purple can kind of hang around. I think purple eventually just runs out of resources here. Because there's no easy way to trade, no one to trade with. But purple being alive does help the potential of this type of thing. Purple terms on red as well. Red had navy in the trade, blocking it. The C-Bomb says move. Look at that trade. It's crazy. Teal also has the transport. Gray's transports are here, but they got sniped. Oh no, what did he lose? The Korean towers. Oof. Okay, so Gray had siege rams in 2 of these. And the rest was Mangadai. He does eject here. And he loses... he loses... Okay, he has 1 with rams. So technically it's still doable. And he's going to try green. Transport, move! Move! Ah, green needs to turn. Green's distracted right now. I don't even think purple knows about this. The rams! Oh, he got super lucky. Here he goes. Orange sees this, and Orange is letting Straggler Tree know Gray landed you. But guys, we've got a choo-choo. This is going to get crazy. This is going to get really crazy here. We also have action over here, which I'm not exactly certain on. I think that's just green turning on gray, and that's why the trade is going down. And the king is in the transport ship. King is running away now for green. Because he correctly recognized that he will die to this. Now, he might lose all of his land. Very good chance he loses all of his lands. But if he's on water here, he is safe for now. Gray researches treason, realizes that King's in a transport ship. And so maybe eventually green clears this up. But warning signs, in my opinion. Oh, God. C-Bomb is here. C-Bomb's transport. C-Bomb is here. I don't know exactly how he got here. He got a little too close to the action. The king for LC is over here to this castle. I think C-Bomb saw the king run and is trying to do the same thing. The siege rams could maybe do it, but you still need to have cav archers alive. This is going to be close. I think if LC could just relax for a second and hop into the tower, LC probably survives. It's crazy how slow regular siege rams are. Gray is Mongols, which is why we saw the speed there. This would be an epic snipe from C-Bomb if he could make this happen. Don't tell me he actually does this. Oh my God, Orange. Run the other way. Oh, the king is stuck. He didn't see the CA. Oh! Oh! What's happening? He doesn't have Bracer. He doesn't have Bracer with his Civ, guys. No way. This just... LC's clicking the ram. Oh my God. LC survives. What in the world was that, dude? That was so close. LC survives. That's so important for green. That's so important for the rest of this game. Orange almost dies for the second time. And down here, purple, of course, still kind of going nowhere, but not out of the game. And green has all these docks. These docks have 60 kills, guys. And that's probably all on Gray's ships because he turned on Gray. And now Orange is angry. Orange is angry. Kind of feels like LC River. I just realized there's rivers and his name is River. It kind of suits him. And Straggler Tree versus the world. And I think usually I'd say they can't do it, but they might be able to. Oh, what a play from Gray. Gray transporting siege rams to take out the docks is really smart. Remember, Red is here. First community game. Red hasn't really tried to betray anyone yet. Has lots of elephants right now. Elephants can't swim, unfortunately. But there is actually, I think, well, technically they can, but, you know, it's Age of Empires. Red seems a little hesitant to make a move, but is just hanging in here right now. Asked for some gold from green. Seems to be on green's side for now. Gray says, this is a very boring game, TBH. Harbors all around the map. And wow, there's more rams here from Teal. Where is he coming from? It's really hard for me to see transport ships. My apologies. I mean, Gray has made it fun. Gray just probably doesn't like the harbor approach. The harbor navy approach is not great for someone who wants to go transports. But what he just did, I mean, chipping away at the docks is really important, so I don't think that's too bad. The C-Bomb is going to turn on green as green comes in with karambits. So someone says, poor blue who bullied him. Well, purple did, and now purple has no friends, and purple is stuck here alone in this world. So, honestly, purple might be living in more hell than Shulker ever did, even though he's still alive. Shulker's like, man, if you would have just teamed with me, life would have been better for you, pal. We knew the Malay docks would happen. Went up to 60 docks there from Straggler Tree. But Gray seems like a really good player. Like, Gray's going to have a navy as well. The Mangadai are still here. The turtle ships are a problem, though. You can't be using Mangadai against turtle ships. And Red's still got a massive navy, too. There will be what looks to be a clear up of sorts here. Kelt Navy is not the strongest, but C-Bomb's got the siege. C-Bomb should be able to take down all these docks, take down this castle too. And then Gray, Yellow working together here. Should hold the position until the turtle ships arrive. But yeah, when the turtle ships get close, they might still die to castles, but the turtles are a problem. Red is just researched treason. And is also... It's going to turn on orange! Wow, red turns on orange. Out of the blue. Immediately thought he was going to try and snipe orange. But orange almost can't believe this. They've been pals for a long time. And red, in his first community game, makes a big move. And this is going to shake up the whole game. Gray says, crap, I'm going to have to go to work soon. I'll boom king if it comes to that. Oh boy. Okay, so as people are supposed to be working and watching my stream, getting paid to enjoy this game, this individual will not be distracted from his duties. He does not want to be late. Different levels of dedication. Someone also said at the start of the stream, he said, I have to go to school soon, but I'm going to skip if I get into the first community game. Wow, green held here. I really thought when I saw those Rams that teal was going to push this back. Green says, no kill gray. You betray your word. Hath no honor. In response to red attacking LC. Let's check stockpiles real quick. Red's doing all right. 32k gold. C-Bomb's doing all right. 41k gold. Lots of res for everybody except for gray. Does Gray actually have a job to go to, or is this just the classic comment from someone who's going to die? Like, crap, I have to go to work. I just so happened I just realized this because I have no trade. I'd beat you if I could stay, though. It might be both. You know, maybe he was considering skipping a little bit, using a sick day, if he would have trade from here. River says, I'll get you this win. Wow, so River's going to try and set up green. Those two have a pretty good team. Here comes red. Again, it was kind of unprompted. I think red just wanted to defend gray. Red making a move against orange, but I don't think that red has a chance to kill these turtle ships. Turtle ships do blast damage, guys. Look how fast these galleons melt. Just ridiculous strength to these turtles. And it's hilarious because their oars never move, so it just looks so freaking comical. Oh. And green, I did call it earlier. Experienced community game player, lots of defense. Green is going to go for the wonder. Now, orange just said, I'll give you this win. Well, guess what, orange? You don't get to share in the victory. This would only be green. So everyone could turn on green right now. Green says one last try. And Gray says, wish I'd remembered that. Yeah. The king is also... Wow, this is crazy. The king is actually back here in a transport ship. So there's this extra area of water, which I didn't think would be a factor. But there's no way for Navy to get back there. I mean, green has really hit the lottery here. Got the Malay on a water map. Has a back little pond. Other civilizations don't have very good navy. Feels like green could do this with that wonder being at 20%. But it really comes down to if the others can rally together right now. And wonder's going to take a really long time. The C-Bomb says, orange, you got to turn on green. I mean, that's normally what happens here. But I think LC is happy to help green out. And gray is going to send resources to the other bread. And is gray going to use the king now? Oh, guys, gray has to go to work. Gray has to go to work. Just sent all remaining resources over to yellow, his best friend. And Cornbread Crusader is going to try and use the king as a weapon here. I mean, if nothing else, I think if the king can get on the island, it will take out a lot of green's defenses. I don't think it's going to take out the wonder. I don't think he's going for purple either, but purple's still alive, by the way. Purple is just stuck here. Purple's like, is there a prize pool for top 3? There's not. M-Chill in chat and Rogue both upset with Gray, but I'm going to tell you why. Actually, there's 3 people upset, but they're upset because they bet their channel points on him. One guy says, Man, I bet on this mofo. I want a refund. Another guy says, next time don't sign up. The other guy says, why did I bet on the player with a job? Oh, God, the transport ship got hit by something. Gray's got to essentially use the Navy as a distraction, but you got to get your Navy in front for the towers, too. I think this king will drown. And with it, the hopes and dreams of those who bet their channel points, which have no rewards, by the way. Which, I mean, might not always be the case, I guess. Come on, Gray. Come on. At least do the people that bet on you proud. Let's see. C-Bomb's complaining about the quality of the Wonder. It has completed. I don't think Gray's going to make it. No, the king sinks. No. Or as Capture Age says, died in mysterious circumstances. It was a good attempt. And yeah, there's the Wonder. 330 years now till Green wins the game. He says to keep the Wonder alive and his king alive. King is safe. And now 6 people remaining. Purple can't do a damn thing. And Purple hasn't chatted to anyone to try and recover from this. But actually, no. Purple's got some Navy. I take it back. Yellow went for a lot of land units this game. Like, has a lot of military, but I'm just seeing, like, all the military is going to need to be transported, which is going to be a giant pain. Does have some bombard cannons here, which are doing something. Reds can make Navy. Red can also affect their trade if Red continues to attack Orange. So it doesn't look like there's actually much trade running at all for Green. And then C-Bomb, I think, will have a pretty massive push. He actually at least has Heavy Demo and Galleon, but no Bracer. But if you have the resources, you could still go boom these bad boys. And with teamwork, it can work. That is what I'm talking about there, C-Bomb. A literal C-Bomb now for C-Bomb. 300 years is a long time. But yeah, I guess Orange seems happy to just kind of fight for Green here. Can't do an allied victory. Green thinking, how can I lose this game? Walling up. As C-Bomb saying the right things, he says, Orange, whatever he's promised you is a lie. It's kind of funny. I don't think there's been any promises. C-Bomb's probably like, what? Or LC's probably like, well, was I supposed to get promised something? 300 years is a long time, T90. Yeah, it is. If you quote random sentences that I speak out of context, it's going to come off rather weird. So stop doing that. All right? Stop doing that. Orange and Green versus the Worlds. And my Capture Age just froze. And my Capture Age crashed. But I think we're fine. I think the game is fine. Oh my goodness. This is chat's fault. You guys say mean things about me, and then Capture Age crashes. Capture Age had a really weird reaction to that. We might miss like some of the KD stuff. But it's working again. That was weird. That was scary. Normally we're just screwed there. Yeah, so it misses some of the details on who killed who. And maybe the KD, but we're back. Okay. So, chat continues. Perp is a friend, says Teal. I don't know who he's saying that to. I guess he's saying that to everybody, because they need Purple to fight. And maybe Yellow... Yeah, Yellow was attacking Purple. Did we miss a lot? No, I guess a lot of the towers went down here for Orange anyways. Why did I tell my chat not to do something? Am I an idiot? I think I am. Rule number 1 of Twitch chat is don't tell your Twitch chat not to do something. Guys, definitely don't subscribe to the channel right now, because I hate that. When people subscribe and support my content, I just feel like it's the worst possible thing. It's such... it's such a negative experience for me, honestly. Oh! Wait a second, Orange came here for safety, and Green says, you fool! You trusted me? Oh my god, and Orange actually escapes! Unless the Harbor gets it. The Harbor from downtown. No way, Orange actually escapes. Metal Rain, thanks for the gifted subs. How dare you? Thank you, Vertigo. How dare you? I'm okay at Twitch. How dare you? Good guy AoE. How dare you? I hate it. I hate it. Stop it, guys. Stop it. Wow, I mean, does orange now help kill green? I would. Hello, Potato Woman. I hated that resub. Pain. Thank you. Nike, thank you. Not the actual Nike, I hope, because you might sue me for copyright infringement for my name. Whiskey, thank you. All right, sorry. No, thank you. I'm getting better at this. I think green loses this game. I don't think green can win. He might have 171 army, but it just takes one transport of siege rams to make it here, and all the towers go down, and the front line... Oof. Well, hold on. I'm continuing to assess, and these defenses are pretty strong. What are his resources? Not good. Not good at all. And losing these ships to Orange's towers is not going to help matters. I think they can make it happen here. Expired Rascals, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I hate it. I'm a Hank. I hate it. Yellow shows up to kill orange. Now, they might need orange, but yellow finally made it here. And oh my... Chat, this is on you. This is on you, guys. I got a message captured about this. This is not a good sign. It has something to do with me zooming in. See, they updated it recently. And maybe it was the game too, the game update. I'm not sure, but it's... Thankfully, the game's not crashing. But I guess I need to no longer scroll. Or maybe I shouldn't select things. So I will just chill. I think this is an excellent time to bring up a recent conversation I had. When someone asked me when I am having children. That's what they said. And I said, because they know what I do, I say, I deal with thousands of children every day on the internet. I don't think I could ever handle a real one. So, I love you guys, but that was an actual thing that I said, and now we have the siege rams from C-Bomb. He made it here, and he is going to ram down the towers. This is what we said. One transport is going to ram down everything. Now, I'm sure eventually the rams will be killed off, but there's no support from green now, because he cut that support. He got greedy when orange was here to help, and now at least they could show up with trebs. They could maybe bring some units. I'm not sure. Having said that, maybe green is prepared to give up this much land. That's a lot of land army. I think the issue for green right now is he cannot stop more transports. So where are red's elephants? Didn't red have a crap ton of elephants? Red definitely had a crap ton of elephants. I have no clue where those chonkers went. Did you just delete them? Anyways, I don't know where they are, but we might see them soon if they're in a transport somewhere. And I think yellow could bring, yellow could bring this army over as well. Green's navy does come over, though. This is the last of green's navy. Where is purple right now? Doesn't purple have some navy? Purple's just got so used to chilling out. Maybe trying to get more resources. It feels like they need to work together right now, guys. It's like everyone's coming in at different times. But here comes red. And red's going to make a big move. And this is huge. Because, again, green can't make more navy. Big demos. And orange is also still angry over here. I think red might try and kill him, though. Let's go, red. This is the first community game for red, and he sees that. It's a weak transport from earlier! It's so weak! No way, dude! 4 HP transport. Get out of that thing. It's got holes. It's leaking. Dang, okay. Chloe GPT, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. How dare you? Matterification, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Please stop. Lord of Sinner and Geku, thank you for the primes. Guys, stop it. We do not appreciate subs here. Seriously. It's offensive to me. I think green might win. I think whatever I said earlier was kind of foolish. He also, let's check his food count. He's got 53 food. He's in the process of getting whatever turkeys he has left. But I guess he was able to make enough infantry here. If red, teal, yellow, if they all coordinate at the same time, they could get him. And they've got to go through this area they opened up. And I think orange should relay to the world that he hates that piece of land. I guess that was a misclick. But no, he should relay to the world that he's no longer friends with green. And then they could maybe let him be. Because everybody will lose if green wins this. Everybody. Red, can you protect that landing spot? C-bomb. Saying the right things. Purple is still enemies to red now. Again, very confusing. Like, I'm sure they're just in the heat of the moment, but like, purple, if you want my advice, speak up, talk to some people here. The only discussions you ever had was when you said, sorry, you two were taking my resources to Shulker. And now he says red is enemy, and C-bomb saying red, purple is a friend. So C-bomb's really keeping the crew together here. Yellow's making buildings and gonna load up into the transport, so the push will start. Yeah, if they all come together. I actually think it's way easier to just build your buildings right on the beachhead, though. I think you do that, then you don't have to play this transport game, which is just such a pain. Whew. Eminem says, I remember you were talking about a community tournament for 1v1s for peasants like us. How can I find more info on that? Dude, this is the worst possible timing. I've been saying it every day this week, but the signups closed yesterday. But you could still join the community tournament for the next ones we run, but the signups did close. It's the WWCC commands. You could always ask and see if maybe they've got spots open. I just can't make promises there. All right. Wow. D-Day is here. Look at the... Oh my God! Freaking... I can't even click stuff. I can't even cast. Freaking capture age is capturing nothing. One sec. Do this for the third time. We won't even edit this out. We want YouTube to get the full experience just so they could see just how happy I really am. Okay. Capture age keeps crashing. More like crash your age. Okay. Big fight. That's a lot of Woad Raiders in the front. We've got the meatiness of the Rams. I cannot click HP because it will crash again. The hand cannons behind are Burgundian hand cannons. They're going to make progress here. 100 years. Green doesn't have resources to make more army. Maybe a little bit. Like maybe 10, 15 more units. But last I checked, he doesn't have a lot stockpiled. I think if they would have buildings here so they could continually reinforce, they'd be good. Okay, one sec. Poof, thank God I could select those units. Yeah, green is toast here. And green will lose these buildings. He's going to depend on the bombard cannons behind the wall, which may only last for so long. They might be able to do this, guys. Now, this is also going to reach king sniping range, meaning if one of them, oh, big shot. If one of them wants to commit suicide, because, I don't know, they too have to go to work, they could bring their king in here and range the wonder. 84 years. Man, this is close. Great job. Now purple shows up with some hussars. Red's going to show up with... Are those elephants? Yeah, there they are. I've been wondering where the freaking elephants are. The teal is still attacking orange because they think orange is the enemy. The Rams made it through, guys. There's a hole. OG straggler tree. Gonna lose it. Put the target on his back. And he says, well, boys, long live the forced. And C-bomb, well done from him to rally the troops here. This wonder is going to crash down at 69 years. Actually, I think. About 68. Now, I really wonder how this goes if green, whose king is still back here, I wonder what happens if green doesn't try and get greedy and kill orange. Maybe he didn't trust orange. I guess orange didn't have a lot left. But salutes in chat and well played to everybody. Seriously, I thought green Well, actually, initially I thought green wouldn't win. I'd like credit for that. But then I did flip on my initial opinion and think that green would win. And it's tough. This map is brutal with all the transporting, everything that's happened. They did a really good job. As C-Bomb says, let's finish these chumps off. Well, I mean, good luck. Green could camp in here for a long time if he controls the shoreline. But, I mean, green doesn't have any resources now. So green is just a spectator, essentially. Yellow is making a push on LC, and I think red's going to join in. And here is red. Red tried before and was super close. And red is going to go first community game, by the way. Elite War Elephant and heavy cav archers. He doesn't have husbandry, so his units are kind of slow. But he'll make it. You can run from them all they want. These elephants are inevitable. No. Now, orange may try and commit suicide and blow somebody up. And if orange was going to go any direction, he might go towards red. Treason continues to be researched. Over here, green is no longer going to have a dock. And maybe someone could sneak a dock. And C-Bomb says, red, let's stick together to the end. You can take the win in your first commie game. Man, C-Bomb's such a bro. He knew it was his first community game. And C-Bomb's letting everybody know now, watch out for bombs. So he rallied the troops. He had to tell multiple people, no, that person's a friend. Stop fighting. And now he recognizes that Elsie's in a position to maybe try and boom somebody. And green could as well. Yeah, green may never die. But green can barely live. So what type of life is that? Yeah, it doesn't have anything. Except for one villager. Oh, sorry. 11 villagers. Oh. Orange. Orange tried to make it into the transport. Oh, wait. Run. Okay, the king dies. Orange tried to make it into the transport and put a villager in there instead. Which is kind of funny. And so, king goes down. LC will explode. The explosion may actually go into red's territory a little bit. But his king should be completely fine. A nice job. GG's. Green's still going to try and find a way with some stall tactics here. But, I mean, he's got no resources to work with. And so this probably now becomes the battle of the others. Purple, who has docks, but like, well, now purple's got lots of wood. Is purple trading as well? Okay, purple's in a sneaky good spot, actually. 9k gold. And green is going to try and be friends with everybody. That's the technique here. Also, red, first community game, says, if you did that for me, that would be awesome. He's talking about C-Bomb, saying he's going to get him his first win in his first community game. Let's be friends, guys. Let me live in peace. Yeah, says the guy that was trying to get the win and screw everybody else over. C-Bomb doesn't trust green, and he knows he's really good. He says, as painful as it will be, I think we need to finish him off. Well, I mean, if everybody shows up here with vills to try and dock at the same time, they might be able to get one up. But you might almost need to build TCs here so you could build more vills. They're worried he's going to come back. They don't know how bad his situation is. And yellow's dock attempt is not going to work. This is one of the situations where C-Bomb's definitely the favorite to win, but he's been such a good teammate to the others, and he's been a genuine ally, and he's been supportive of so many that he almost, like, if he does just end up winning this game, even if it's predictable, I think it's deserved in a lot of ways. Because green would have probably won if not for C-Bomb stepping in. So they say what now? They have to make decisions. I want to see green just chat up a storm. I want to see green lie into everybody's ear and make things interesting. Hey, yellow. Gray said this, or I guess gray is dead. Red said this about this. Hey, C-bomb. Someone said this about this. Just like, try and gain somebody's trust, and then maybe get some wood so you can come back or something. C-bomb says, I suppose we clear out what's left on his mainland and leave a few units over there to make sure he doesn't come out. Yeah, you don't want to let this here. If you genuinely see nothing around, like they don't actually have confirmation fully. Oh, that's a capture age bug. Okay, so yeah, this is what they actually see. If they just confirm that it's pretty much only this, they're probably fine.
Yes.
As C-bomb says, Team Bread, I think we should deal with Purple now. And I agree, Purple's the outlier. Purple has not chatted to them. Purple was helpful before, but Purple has not really been pro-team. So Purple needs to be dealt with. Green can kind of be left alone, potentially. I wonder if Red knows he's on Team Bread. Has he figured that out? Gray and Yellow were technically the Team Bread, but Gray is currently at work right now. He's like, sorry I'm late for work, boss. There was a lot of traffic today. He's like, traffic? There's no traffic in this town. He's like, no, it was real bad. 3-car pile up. I lost my king in a transport. I mean, sorry, I lost track of time. Okay. Green is such a nerd, says Yellow. And Green says, if anyone wants me to boom someone else, let me know. Always happy to help. Yeah, that's an explosion right there. This could be, he could ask for money to pay, you know, for mercenary services here. But he would have to somehow sail there, and someone would have to let him. I don't think that's going to happen. C-bomb says, can you boom Green? Oh, I see. That's a joke. Okay, that's humor right there. That's him saying, can you boom yourself? Okay. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Good joke, good joke, good joke. And yeah, Straggler Tree's going to lose pretty much everything. But, I mean, it's still... He's a part of the story. He's still here. He plays a role. He's like... He's a character we kind of want to be done with, but the directors haven't decided to get rid of him yet. People might get really annoyed with his existence if he's still here in like 20 minutes, but for now, he's chilling. And in these moments, they set up time for the others to plot against each other. Because Yellow and Teal are neighbors. They may eventually want the #1 spot. Red is kind of over here on his own, first community game. He might be thinking, oh, dude, can I get the Legend of Fermat as the title? Can I be a leg end? That would be sick. I've dreamt of this moment. I got Persians. That's my 15th favorite civ. Green says, no one wants me to boom. Sad Diplo day indeed. And Yellow just says, please ignore Green. Okay. I am baffled that Purple has still not really chatted to anyone. This may just be a strategy. Honestly, I think if we could go back in time and make suggestions to the players, I would have suggested that Purple and Shulker form the no-chat team. Because Shulker didn't really chat until he started to die. And then Purple didn't really chat until someone got mad at him for attacking. They could have been the no-chat squad. Red is firmly in Team C-Bomb. Like, if Red had to choose somebody to team with forever, would rely on C-Bomb. And C-Bomb saying, hey, we go after Purple. Yellow's joining in as well. And that is a lot of siege. Purple needs to come deal with this. That is a lot of Navy.
Give me your extra resources.
And Green is asking for resources, so... like how Green continues to try. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't think he can actually build anything. I think he has... Here, stockpile's bottom left. He can't even build a house. So he is completely poor. And Purple is probably going to die. Would it be possible for purple to boom green if he stood on this little edge of the peninsula here and died? That would be crazy, dude. It's so close. I'm actually really curious on that. I think he would just miss him. But I'm just eyeballing it. And, oh, man, remember, purple has resources. And so purple snipes the siege. And purple's done this before. He's going to lose all of his trade now. He might end up losing all these villagers as well. But, yeah, I mean, he... Are we going to have 2 players that can't be killed? Might be the case. Green just says randomly, for yellow, question mark? I think he's trying to confuse people. He's acting like someone... Like C-Bomb asked him to kill yellow or something. This is what I wanted. And yellow says, very funny, Green. I like how they're just calling him out. That's so funny. He says, I need 500 wood for dock and transport. And then question mark, huh? What do you mean? What, yellow? What possibly could you mean? I mean, this is also a lot of trust in your teammates that you know that he's just pulling your chain and he's just lying. Now, this shows as if he did the all chat, but I guarantee you he set his DMs to every single player, so it doesn't show that it's all chat. So it seems like it's a private message. Actually, would love to get Capture Age to add something that confirmed that. Oh my god, don't tell me purple's going to be friends with green. That actually makes sense. Oh, now green's got hope? Alright, so he allies purple. Now, I haven't heard purple talk in a while. But this would be the time, because they both need friends. And green just says, stay safe, purple. Now, that would have gone to everybody. Well, that's just more reason for them to need to kill purple, then. Does green have vills? Yes, green has 11 villagers and 1 king. And no wood. And what I said before, they need to bring vills and build all their production. They can't... Like, Teal is trying it right now. But you actually won't be able to kill this guy with how they're doing it right now. Well, yellow's going to transport over. I guess yellow's right across the way, so that's not too bad. There is 90,000 wood left on the map, and most of it is probably in the middle, and C-Bomb is the one chopping the most of it. At green saying, stay alive, purple. Purple's still not responding. He can't believe it. Like, oh, okay, he saw it. Yeah, purple says thanks. Thanks, okay. Well, normally I'd say you just found a friend, but I don't know if it's a very useful friend. Green is... He can't help himself. C-Bomb is kind of a problem. Yikers. Scared cat meme. Can't help himself. Still trying to play a role in this game. I mean, thank God he's saying something, because... Wouldn't know what else to talk about otherwise. Yo, Zeta2! Zeta2 with 10 gifted subs. Are we still doing the reverse psychology thing? Because if so, how dare you? Actually, you gifted more before that. And I just now realized that. Oh my... Ah! I'm so sorry. This is so annoying. Capture Age keeps crashing. I'm so sorry. I just am just moving normally. Let's try this again for the 5th time. Okay. Green had just asked for wood from purple. Purple probably didn't see that because purple's still defending himself. And here we are. Yes, I do have the Emu Treb mod on in-game. But it doesn't work for Capture Age. I found out I had Emu Treb mod by accident the other day when I was in a Treb war on Arabia. I was very confused. Straggler tree now going to yellow. Says, yellow, you can't do it alone. Let me be your tree. This is true. Yellow can't do it alone. But yellow can do it with friends, and yellow has friends, and you don't. No one is budging. Purple should probably try and get green back into the game, but how on earth is that even going to work? No one has sent green a single resource. And here comes red. Now, red is here, yellow's here. They're kind of working together now. Purple's stockpile is really good, actually. Guys, why is purple not going for wonder right now? I mean, it still probably won't work. But now that I think about it, if you have the resources and you're just completely surrounded, a wonder right up against the edge of the map might have been your only play. Oh, green says thank you, yellow. He's trying to trick people into thinking yellow's helping him. Thank you, yellow. I kill C-bomb now. Oh, wait. He actually did. He actually did. No, yellow. What have you done? He says, hopefully it was well spent. And now he's asking for stone. Oh, crap. What is C-bomb doing? C-bomb's been awfully silent. I guess he might come back over here. But freaking purple refuses to die, man. Oh. But he's going to build something now. I guess he needs a TC for more vills. He could make just barracks and docks. Agent says if you give a mouse a cookie moment. Oh, that was one of my favorite books. That was my favorite book. That was the book that I would ask my parents and my siblings to read to me all the time as a kid. If you give a mouse a cookie. So, yeah, guys. I mean, there's been a lot of things that have gone wrong in this game. We got an island generation. It's tough for them to finish the game off. Purple's actually the perfect mix of strong and yet non-diplomatic. So it feels like we're not going to have a game state that changes. People might get bored and kill each other. Like, yellow might go over and kill red, or red might go over and kill yellow. And that would make this even crazier. I don't think that'll happen, but this looks like this does not look like an army that's going to push purple, does it? This looks like an army that's going to snipe somebody else. Because there's cav archers there. Now, 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Still no end in sight. Gray's already finished an hour of work already. But again, I guess like what bothers me, I'm guessing purple completely forgot about the wonder. But wonder victory, they're already rallied against you, right? The downside of wonder victory is they're going to all team up on you. But that's already happening. Probably just not thinking about it. Yellow, can I get 91 stone? Yellow says for what? TC Reboom into helping you kill C-bomb. And yellow says, I thought you just wanted to boom king. See, that's true because green said that earlier. Green's making houses now. And I don't think green is planning on committing suicide or quitting anytime soon. Green is making houses, but the house villager's been spotted. C-bomb's been quiet. C-bomb woke up at like 5 a.m. for this from Australia. He's got to deal with this crap. And yellow can't believe it. Says this purple is a menace. He is. He can't be stopped. And he still has 10k gold. And 50k wood. And over 10k food. He's not going anywhere. C-bomb has built up a lot of buildings, though. I feel like this might be, this here might be like a planned snipe for after purple's out of the game. But that's then 45 pop that isn't available right now. And purple's not going away anytime soon. The yellow going to transport here. And he says, I would seriously push the Burgundian button for the memes if not for this map. Yeah, true. You don't want to revolt. They can't swim. All right. Well, friends, the action continues. Purple continues to not say a thing at all. Purple is playing a survival game right now. The longer you can survive, the less you win. That's the game. Siege Onager, Halbs, This could put a dent in purple. But there's so many castles. Yeah, Chad, no Wandering Warriors Cup 2 for me today. I'm really hoping someone's covering those sets. Unfortunately, today's my community game day. Last community game day in like a month and a half, so... Yeah, I agree. The map looks really good. I think it would have been better if there were crossings, though. Because using transports is just awkward. And these aren't pro players, right? Teal even tells him. He says, you could have defended a wonder here, Perp. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! That's what I've been saying. And now I'm not sure purple can. What's green up to? Green update. Lost the houses. And made a dock. And is making a transport. Okay, guys. Guys, maybe green will try and escape. Maybe it's doable. Camels from red here. Purple just gonna back away. But no real win condition for poor purple here. So I have lost a little bit of sympathy for it because of the lack of wonder. Again, I'm gonna say purple didn't see the messages about wonder. Doesn't realize the wonder. There's a lot of people who afterwards are like, man, it's so obvious. I didn't touch anything that time. I didn't touch anything that time. That is not my fault. What is that, like the 8th crash? I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Okay, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. Red is going to arrive with elephants. There's siege onagers. There's halbs. They could use some bombard cannons maybe to push the castles. Yellow's coming from this side. And I think yellow has been spotted by purple's trebs. C-Bomb says, stop bleep bleep to me. He probably just said, stop bumping into me. Or something. And this is going to be a full clear up. Yellow maybe getting tired of this, not making progress. Actually allies green. And green is going to make a play for C-Bomb, guys. It's going to happen. I think yellow just can't... I mean, he said a couple times, man, this purple guy's pesky. Is green actually going to leave his safe space, though? I feel like that's so risky. Oh, man. Hold on. Purple's distracted. And purple will actually lose a castle. That's hype. Purple's king's not far away from this either. That's a strong army from red. Oh, man. Red also has navy down here. Is red allied with green right now? Oh, no, but green allied everyone else earlier. So that's why it's not attacking. Progress continues.
Yes.
Siege onagers will want a big hit here. They'll get it. But most of the SO will go down. At least they've made some progress. Yellow is telling green that it is clear. Green is actually in this transport. Does green know? Does green know that that navy's there? Did he notice his dock went down? That's not clear. That's not the king, though. That's just 3 vills. So he is to somehow get red out of there. Oh, man. I think that transport is just going to keep moving to lure them out of position. And red's cannon galleons are chasing because red could see it because of allied vision. Red had no clue that was happening. Green says, red boat's stopping me. Tell him to knock it off. Guys, this is a big moment. If yellow tells red to stop attacking green's transport, red is going to snitch because he is in love with C-Bomb. Oh, yeah. He says, red, please don't kill green. Yeah, dude, red is 100% going to tell C-Bomb, and C-Bomb is not going to like that, and C-Bomb is going to go boom, boom on yellow. Guaranteed. Let's see. Purple is losing castles. And now purple might try and transport away. Purple might try and do the same thing green wants to do. Transport goes down for green. He can't make another one. He doesn't have a dock. Treason research from C-Bomb. He'll see the king is running. They've finally broken purple. Just about, anyways. And what a slog. Like, they had to build the castles and the buildings. It took so long. And now purple is running. Is he going to go? Oh, my God. Wait, demo! Red gets him! Red didn't even know a thing about it, but in his first community game, he just left the demo on the shoreline and snipes purple out as he escapes. So purple's finally killed off. You were stubborn, purple. Good game. Yeah, red has no clue he just did that. I think green was going to invite him into the transport. And now yellow's like, dude, C-Bomb's going to win the game, so he wants green to try and kill him for him. And C-Bomb already had different plans. Instant, guys. Instant. It did not take much time at all. C-Bomb knows that with, with purple out of the picture, green's going to sit in that corner, and that there's going to be a target on his head. And so now yellow's in a panic and needs to defend, but C-Bomb's got CA, he's got Siege, he's going to do some real damage here initially. And nice patience there from C-Bomb. I think that they turned on each other before, as we have the revolution! Yellow actually revolts. All of his villagers turn into Flemish militia, revolting against the snipe. I don't think it's going to work out all that well, because the scorpions are melting everything. But also, did yellow... Oh, God, yellow forgot to enemy him. Classic. We've all been there. We've all done it. It's just... Some of us haven't done it with 3,000 people watching live. Oh, no. No. Oh. Because he freaked out. He got all his units together, and he just forgot to turn. The weakest revolution ever. And the king has got to move. Green doesn't realize this fighting is happening, so he's talking to them. But he has no clue that there's internal struggle here. And yellow is going to die. Red could potentially use this moment to make a play, but I think he loves C-Bomb, and C-Bomb promised him a win earlier. Oh, okay, green sees this. It says, sorry, yellow, glad I lasted longer than you. What a statement. And green says yes. The king's still moving around. And will yellow try and boom? Will he try? What's his play? I really want to see him try and bring his king and kill green. I think it'd be so funny if we can get a king right here to die. I want to know if it ranges that. He might try it. Like, what a scenario where it's so uncertain. Okay, he did... Can't actually see who researched treason. Oh, red did. So red might be hunting for that. Red is definitely hunting for that. But now yellow's over here, which is kind of dangerous for red. You can hide with gray and just hang out. But you're not gonna do much without a base. You don't have vills either. Probably doesn't have a single villager because he revolted. And C-Bomb pointing out that he's in Gray's base right now. And Gray's base is going to be completely surrounded. If one of these docks was yellows, that would be sick. But, oh, look at C-Bomb. C-Bomb, I think, is the one deleting those castles. I have no way of knowing, but you can delete a dead ally's castles. And yellow, I think, is trying to get his close. Oh, there's a transport there. Oh! Oh! Another king sinks. So that was yellow's plan. He actually brought a transport over. That was pretty slick. But there will be no explosion, which is amazing for red because the king is in the ocean. And yellow's out of the game. Salutes to you, yellow. Well played. Nice attempt there to try and snag red. Okay, so it's red, it's teal, it's green, who hasn't moved. And I think that they might need to, like, go finish this guy off. Green says, kill red base. I take second. He's trying to talk to C-Bomb. I mean, if this was Regicide Rumble and it was prize pool for placement, it'd be one thing. Red is gonna go for a wonder! Thank God, dude. I mean, I've talked about it in so many videos, right? This is Red's first community game, and he sees his opportunity. Teal's got so much stuff to gather up over here. Teal probably has a bunch of stuff over here. This is huge. But for the love of God, Fermat, can we build it with more than 8 villagers? I'm more pissed about this than I am the capture age crashes. Bring them all. Last week, we had someone try and go for a wonder victory with like 5 vills. So I don't know if this is a collective effort from people to troll me. But here we go. Fermat says to Teal, do you still want me to win? If so, I could build a wonder or we could try and kill him. C-Bomb says yes. But this was not discussed ahead of time. This is like... This feels like Red is trying to get C-Bomb to settle down any attacks he's planning. And C-Bomb actually sends wood to Green when he asks for it. So Green had been begging for res for so long and never got anything. But now he actually gets some res. So clearly, C-Bomb might not necessarily be cool with Red winning in this way. But then he also tells Red, let's try and kill him, build the wonder anyways. Interesting. Red says okay. I mean, if I'm Red, I'm not dedicating resources to trying to kill Green right now. I'm dedicating resources to defend my wonder. So, let's see if C-Bomb tries to play both sides. There's a bunch of army here that needs to be collected up in transports. That's a pain. There's a bunch of army here that needs to be collected up in transports. That's a pain. Then you have, like, no navy to protect you. If you try and get to Red, he's got navy. Red could absolutely win this game. It's doable. It's maybe even more doable than Green's wonder attempt because there's only one person alive that could really do anything. Green might try and use his king on somebody, though. I guess C-Bomb does have some resources to share, though. He has 80k gold, 101k food, and 78k wood, so he could send a lot more in Red. Red, I'll give him credit. Red continues to notice when Green tries to dock, and he's not happy about it. So he does still kind of have Green on lockdown. A C-Bomb telling Red to build the wonder. I mean, Red is building the wonder, and that'll be up soon. Did Green just... Green just snuck the dock up because it was in minimum range of the cannon galleons. He saw that, too. He's like, I could actually get away with this. That's funny. Here comes one single transport from C-Bomb. And he's gonna... This feels like... This has a very special plan. Red is gonna actually try... Okay, so Red is actually gonna try and kill Green still. Alright, then how does C-Bomb end this game? Like, 1 transport, 7 siege onagers. Could you attack round Red's castle when he's not paying attention? It actually helps C-Bomb's case if Red's wonder is a very tall wonder. Let's see. I'll explain what I mean. If it's a tiny wonder like the Malay wonder, but if it's a tall one, I think it's the spirally one, if I remember. That's not spirally at all. Oh god, the king is running. Oh my god, the king almost died. The king was super close. We gotta go back. Look at that. So Green was trying to make a move. And Red came in with demos. And the king got out at just the last second there. Oh my goodness. King was on 7 HP. King will regenerate. Red can't believe he didn't kill that king. That king is back into the transport ship. Maybe it was even lower than 7 HP because the king regenerates. Anyways, so my thinking is you could put the siege onagers behind the wonder and you could attack ground and he might not see it. Straggler Tree says, C-Bomb, you suck. Well, that's not nice to the guy who gave you 1,000 wood. A C-Bomb says, what did I do? Straggler Tree says, you think me a fool? You lied to me. Hold on. Just like, just the opposite sides of the coin here. One person, C-Bomb, you suck. Other person, C-Bomb, you're the most amazing person ever. That's so funny. Greed says, you broke my heart. Getting all emotional over here. He says, you broke my heart and 99% of my HP. Maybe he thinks that C-Bomb did that, but that was Red. Red was the one who did that, so... C-Bomb's gonna drop some docks. Again, like, he might just give Red the win, but it feels like C-Bomb's always in it for the content, and this is just 300 years of nothingness then. As C-Bomb says, Red noticed you. Clearly you haven't maxed out your sneak skills. And Green just laughs. So yeah, these two, again, they know each other. They've been around for a long time. The fact that Green's in the game does make this ending way more interesting. And Green says, you haven't maxed out your kill the guy I am helping skill. Okay, great comeback. Great comeback. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to kill you, in all fairness. You're being really stubborn. Red is going to try. But Green's, like, clearly thinks that C-Bomb's going to make a move. Is C-Bomb going to make a move? What's he going to do? Where are his transports? They're here. That is the entire force that he used to kill Yellow. They're experienced. They should get extra attack and stamina because they've already fought in a war. Is Red actually going to kill Green right now? Dude, Green. That would be crazy if Red actually gets the job done. He's going to do it. Red is building a wonder to potentially win the game. And he's also potentially going to kill C-Bomb. Pretty wild, these Persians, because this dock has more HP to maybe get out some ships. Oh, but he's housed. He can't actually make the demos. He needs to delete pop space. Green says, alas, the trees near my starting TC grew too close together and formed not a forest. I shall abdicate. What? Now you decide to end it? Now you end it? The second Red shows up with docks? I guess he realized he was going to die. All that threat of, I'll go boom somebody. What was that? That's the third transport to sync with the king. And C-Bomb says, all right, Red, I think the people want a fair fight. Red says, yeah. Red, you need to turn on him right now. Listen, he's a nice guy, but it's about to be very not nice. Don't talk it out with C-Bomb. Just turn and then chat. Says, what's your elo? Red's about to be like, well, I don't really have an elo. I've only played like 3 ranked games. I don't know. I don't have any info on Red. But C-Bomb's trying to get a gauge. I don't play multiplayer, but I could defeat extreme AI. Okay, well, how do you feel about defeating a very sassy Australian? Well, does he see the transport? There's a lot more in there than meets the eye. I mean, if you can beat the extreme AI, you're pretty solid. C-Bomb says, well, let's fight. C-Bomb, you're not going to tell him your elo? Let's fight, see how you go. I mean, it would come off the wrong way if C-Bomb's like, I'm 1800 elo, so good luck, you know. All right, here we go. Here we have it. The one transport hasn't ejected units yet. Sea-Drams are the issue. The elephants could take care of all this, though. Elephants are no joke. Red will make some navy. Red's wonders at 250 years. I think Red can do this thing. And it'll be all the more impressive. I mean, if C-Bomb just kind of resigned here, we wouldn't have had a real finish. I'm not convinced this is over, unless people think Red's going to win. Red absolutely has the better position here. He can make units from this island because he has the buildings here. Why was that blinking? Oh, it was treason research. Okay. You know, his king is safe near the wonder. He can make elephants. He has navy. And, I mean, Teal doesn't have a lot else he could send over here if he doesn't have navy control. Let's see if C-Bomb can figure this one out. He's going to have to make a bunch of Navy and potentially transports. This is not going to be easy. Ancient Vibes says Red is not only going to win, I think he's legit a better player. Well, C-Bomb's going to be really happy I read that one out loud when he watches this back. I'm not sure about that. I think C-Bomb has been probably the best player in the game. His diplomacy has been great. His king is out in the open. That's not good, but he's played very well. He's been active around the map. That wouldn't... I don't know if there's been enough to necessarily say that. But these two like each other. Usually things end with animosity. And here, these players have had a lot of respect for each other since early stages. And yeah, Red is prepared. Let's look at his resources. Yeah, they both have tons of res banks. C-Bomb has more, but what do resources do if you can't spend them? Like, you need to get here somehow. C-Bomb actually needs to delete all of his vills. It looks like he did a lot. Get rid of all your vills if you have that many resources. And then go for like 100 pop on water. And then 100 pop on land somehow. I think C-Bomb's like 16 or 1700 elo, by the way. I don't actually know. For those wondering. Maybe someone could look it up. That's a lot of demos. Dude. Dude. Guys, if you have 100k gold and 100k wood, why not? It's the fastest way to take care of the job. There's demos coming from everywhere. He's taking out Persian docks. This is crazy. But Red is like, I don't care about the shoreline. I just care about my wonder. I just care about my king. We got to hold the line. How many demos does it take to get to the center of an elite war elephant? It looks like 6, maybe. Obviously, C-Bomb isn't listening to the stream. But this feels like somebody, like C-Bomb heard that someone said that he's not the better player here. And he took it personal. Right? Ancient Vibes who said that says, I take it back. C-Bomb is clearly better and is bombing from the sea. That is pretty epic. He is bombing from the sea. Absolutely. What an epic way to do it. He's still not producing a single cannon galleon. Just demoing away. That's so costly, though. This is like... But he still has tons of res. I mean, you can't spend your resources when you're dead. So, I mean... You know, buy all the fireworks you want, I guess. Have a party. What's his plan to get back here, though? I want to see... What can he actually see? Okay, so a lot of vision around. He doesn't know he... Well, it might be able to sail through here. Technically, could maybe transport through there. I still think it's interesting there's these siege onagers. And if they were to travel around, they could maybe go through there. But you're not taking out the wonder with them. Red also making demos. If Red can get demos into a group of demos, it could be a massive explosion. Nice realization there from C-Bomb. C-Bomb needs cannon galleons. You have to be able to range things from the shoreline. And oh! Let's go, Red. You know what beats 100 demos? 10 demos, if you use them properly. Just send one demo into each group from the enemy. Dang. 150 years for Red. I'm not seeing any signs unless there's going to be... The king is coming? You can't explode your king now. There's only one person left. So the second your king dies, the game ends. Which I assume he remembers. It might be for safety purposes. I think he needs rams. Transport rams, trebs. He almost needs it to be like a sneak. Like he ejects, takes out the wonder. If he takes out the wonder, and there's a reset, he can build his own wonder. And okay, we've seen elephants demoed. Why not a castle foundation? Hi, castle. Castle goes down. 140 years, though. So many demos for C-Bomb. He's not massing any trebs in the middle just yet, and my capture is just going to crash again. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Poof. T90, my wife distracted me, and I missed teal turning on red. What happens? Bobby tables. That was a while ago, bro. Do we want to know? I'm happy for you. I mean, C-Bomb needs to make a play. Basically, the other players were killed off. That's your update. Oh! And it's a duel to the finish now. That castle may not stay up here for C-Bomb, but it's the first building he's tried to build here in a while. He has 75 demos, and they can't get in close to help. If only he would make some galleons. Oh no, repair. Repair. Castle down. He could probably buy another castle. Bait the elephants to the shoreline, villagers. It feels like the start to a campaign mission right there. Only survives with 2 villagers. They live to tell the tale. Not seeing many move. The king is right here for C-Bomb. The king is right here. Not seeing many moves. Oh my goodness, dude. C-Bomb. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Wave after wave after wave of bombs on the sea. And he's booming right through them here. He's going to take down the castles. He's going to take down the towers. He's going out like he's named. Crazy. But does he have the time? This castle will not stay up. It's too costly. He's also probably ruining what was otherwise a probably pretty good KD. There's going to be a lot more D than K after all of this. Yeah, I think Red's going to get his first win. First community game ever, guys. And he's going to win. Green is still here and says Red's awareness of Teal's king is shocking. Freaking Green. You are still in the game? You could have been sitting in your corner chatting to them, but you deleted your transport, bro. His last line was hilarious, but that's funny. And yeah, there's Vills right next to this. Also, remember, capture age. Oh my god, C-Bomb knows exactly what he's doing. That king did not move on its own. He's doing that for us. But yeah, like, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. I don't know. Oh, wait. Red noticed. Red's making a stable. Okay. Red, wall it in. Be real relaxed here. Chill out. Wall it in. Okay. Can you imagine if this is a distraction and C-Bomb does something else crazy? Come on, Red. Yeah, there we go. Found the wall. There we go. Walling it in. Savar? Savar? Red's gonna get it. Oh, C-Bomb noticed. C-Bomb's running. C-Bomb needs to kill this Savar. Is he teasing him right now? Ah, no! The king is dead. Red gets the job done with before the wonder would have inevitably brought him the victory. Fermat, first community game, gets the win. Well played to him. I mean, he was a good ally, right? He was a good ally to both sides. He played a really big role. I mean, he pretty much is why Green quit. Played a big role in chasing him down. And he did attach himself to the hip with C-Bomb. Felt like that was a good plan the whole time. The other thing Red didn't do was give in to Green's nonsense. When Green was shouting at him from the corner, like Yellow gave in, and Yellow got sniped. So, well played there to Red. Well played there to C-Bomb as well. I think C-Bomb could have gone for Galleons earlier, but it would have been less entertaining. If he went for Galleons earlier, I mean, he's got like 100. So you could use Galleons, a couple demos here or there, and then maybe Cannon Galleons. I think it's a better shot. C-Bomb in chat says I'm a man of my word. I mean, he did say he would give Red the win, but he made Red earn it. here, I guess, in some ways. Oh, man, great game. That was a very crazy game. I did say at the very start when I saw the map that it was probably going to be ridiculous. I wasn't expecting Capture Age to crash so much. I wasn't expecting so much that happened that game. Let me see if I can pull up the in-game statistics here. Thank you guys for all the gifted subs right now. Let me see. I think in-game statistics is going to be more accurate. The only thing that's going to be weird is the colors in-game. Oh, no, that's actually fine. So this should be the proper statistics. Red with more kills. Red with 911 kills. I wonder how many of those were demos. Do you get credited with a kill if demos just explode on you? I don't think you do. He'd kill a bunch himself. And 911 kills. Economically, C-Bomb collected more than everybody, at least with everything except Stone. And uptimes don't really matter. This may be interesting. The relics, the castle amount, all of that. There's the timeline where we actually get to see the wonders on the timeline. Nothing quite like a classic timeline here. But a GG, a long game. And hopefully the last time we see islands and hyper random for a while. It was very tough for the players there to manage, especially with some of the civ discrepancies there. So GG, well played. YouTube, please. I'm a nice guy. I got tilted in this cast with Capture Age crashing. Please understand. And please don't judge me too hard. Okay? Oh, we might have memes. Do we have memes in the memes channel? Do we have memes to review? Let me look at the memes. So, first one. Okay. Here's the first one. This, I'm not sure if you guys can relate to this, but this may be a lot of you when you try and get into games. So this is from Snippy. Solid meme. Not related to the actual game, but still fairly solid. Hopefully you support for the emotes and whatever else. It's funny. I saw a couple non-subs give that a 1. They're like, no, not funny. Okay. Next meme. This is because I was late today. So again, shout out to people who call me out on that. I'm sorry about that. But then the actual game. No, don't give that a 10. Don't give that a 10. Next meme. This is pretty funny. Because Shulker finally got into a game without Snippy to kill him, and then Purple just killed him anyways. Oh, poor Shulker. It doesn't end there for our boy Shulker. Because there's that one, which is pretty good. Shulker, I guess, struggling to communicate there. It's all right. This is really good. Because Shulker would not respond to C-Bomb when C-Bomb was trying to chat to him. You guys are going 10 really early, but that's a good meme. This this is great. Because I remember this episode, and I would have never thought of this. I don't know where you got it from. But this is Purple getting pissed at Shulker for taking Stone, even though he had already gone to Shulker's Island and taken all of his resources. That was good. Oh, man, hold on. There we go. We need to adjust this. This is solid. Just the editing skills there is pretty sick. Like, he had to get some scenarios there, had to get some clips, mesh it all together. It's not really as funny, I suppose, but that's still a quality one. I like it. I'm not sure Capture Age is going to support me too much more with this one. But this is well played. I like how it was put together. It's a little scuffed, and we crashed like 10 times during that. So don't tell Capture Age about this meme, please. I do have to message them after this. This is a good one. This was green for 30 minutes, man. Green for 30 minutes. Asking for wood. Oh, that's so good. It's a really good one. And then I think that's it. I don't think we have any other memes. That's the end of meme review.